You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
The Coldplay situation has been very interesting. The CEO of Astronomer, Andy Byron, had to step down. We're also hearing that allegedly the employee who bought the tickets for everyone for Coldplay has been fired and is now taking a lawsuit of $30 million against the company.
Just seems like that's a bad idea for the company. Like, again, if they've got other cause, they can show, like, a decline in this guy's work or being a nuisance or whatever. But if they don't have that and they're literally just firing him because they're trying to clean out the stink of this whole scandal, it's gonna cost them a lot of money.
Now, you know me, I'm a big conspiracy theory guy, and I saw one floating around online the past couple of days.
Okay.
Now, there is a theory that this whole situation has really been blown up even more to shift attention from the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing.
The Epstein list.
Now, that's the theory online, and I mean, if you think about it, something like this having like a week's worth of news carrying on as it has, and it seems like almost every day there's another development in the story. If you're a conspiracy theory kind of person, it fits all the holes.
I will say, yeah, like most algorithms and timelines have gone from a lot of stories and a lot of commentaries and a lot of videos regarding Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, all this stuff, right?
It's kind of died down.
I have not seen a lot of that, and it doesn't feel like it went away because anything got resolved, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not usually the conspiracy theorist that you are, but this one does feel...
It kind of makes sense.
But what kind of payout would this Andy Byron guy, the HR lady,
That's
now
where
this
you're
other
wrong.
person?
That's where you're wrong. You got to be more into the conspiracy theories. They're sacrifices.
You think they're patsies. They're not in on it. They're being sacrificed. Damn.
Well, it did get a suspicious amount of coverage.
Would that mean that Chris Martin from Coldplay is in on it?
Read between the lines, guys.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Someone texted in at 762-555 and said the real race that we need to see is Corey Belmore versus Usain Bolt. Do you know who Corey Belmore is?
Oh, is that the it's a Canadian dude, right? He's the beer mile guy.
Yeah, it's the beer mile guy. He's known for setting the world record of 4 minutes and 28 seconds for the fastest beer mile of all time.
And for those that don't know, the beer mile, if I'm not mistaken, that's 4 laps of a track, and you have to drink a beer at the end or beginning of each lap?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I would get sick.
So that's the real race we need to see, actually.
I mean, that would be more even footing, right? Because that's the funny thing is everybody's talking about, like, eating a hot dog versus racing. Those are apples to oranges. But these are both athletic runners. I think Bolt used to do the 400 in his like younger years.
Now the thing is I Googled it here. Usain Bolt claims he has never ran a mile in his life.
Really? I guess, yeah, he's like a short...
He's a long or short distance runner. He's never done anything long distance. Never even just like a workout. He's never done a mile. So.
I also have to imagine that like the kind of training regimen that you would need to go under to become an Olympic double world record holder, because he's got the 1 and the 200 meter, probably not a lot of beers in those days, but
he's retired now.
Maybe he's opened it up since he retired, because that's the other thing is like you can be a good runner, but if you're not drinking, 4 beers will put you on your ass.
Sure. I'd love to see it go down. I mean, how fast can Usain Bolt chug is the real question.
That's just it.
Also,
yeah.
do his legs do they die out after 100, 200 meters?
Yeah, if he's never run long distances and he's never run and drank before versus Corey Belmore, a Canadian fine-tuned machine.
I'm just saying, I think maybe there's some guys playing slow pitch right now that might have a chance against Usain Bolt.
Just from the chugging aspect alone?
The idea of drinking beer and going for a run is not easy, but if you've ever chugged like 5 or 6 beers and then ripped a dinger and had to run around the bases...
the home run
You
trot.
turn into a Corey Belmore real quick.
All of a sudden, you got the stride going, baby.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Earlier, we did a draft of mandatory wedding songs, but we're realizing there's more songs that should be mandatory to not play at a wedding.
Yeah, someone suggested that the Macarena was a song that needed to be played, but then we found out it's actually about cheating and probably isn't as wedding friendly as you'd think.
I mean, I think every song that was on the quiz yesterday that is about cheating shouldn't be on there. A lot of people saying Bryan Adams' Run to You, which we forgot about. Hinder's Lips of an Angel, which we talked about yesterday, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Love Stinks, I think. Highway to Hell. November Rain, which is a song that people don't realize is about a guy's girlfriend like leaving him.
There's too many songs out there that like they sound romantic if you don't pay attention. Like Creed songs, With Arms Wide Open, should not be on the wedding playlist unless there are bastard children in the mix.
Yeah, it's weird how many songs you don't realize the meaning of. The Fleetwood Mac Go Your Own Way, I know I've heard at a wedding.
Oh God.
And when you know like the story behind the band.
Right. You're just like, listen, I get that maybe like there's a vibe you're going for, but this can't be what you're thinking of at this moment on this day.
But I do think there's a lot that like people don't understand the meaning of that I've heard at weddings. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Tainted Love is another one.
Also, I mean, even if you took Tainted Love at face value, it's Tainted Love. I don't think that's the right tone.
One of the weirdest ones, and knock this off at wedding, is The Police. Sting himself has said, I don't understand why people play this at their weddings.
Why is this a song that people think of in a romantic fashion? Are you not paying attention?
Yeah, it also is just like a creepy vibe, right?
Right.
And then another one, Whitney Houston went on to say, I don't understand why people play this at their weddings. It's a breakup song.
Right.
It's a breakup song.
It's about we're going our separate ways, but I'll always think of you, and I'll always remember you, and I'll always love you. That's the tone you're setting on the day you say I do?
I mean, there's a lot of people that get married that probably have that in the back of their mind, but...
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
We're in the middle of summer, which is peak wedding season, and I've actually got my buddy Derek's wedding coming up this weekend. He was trying to figure out like what the playlist should be. So I figured we could do a draft here this morning of mandatory songs that need to be at a wedding.
For the 8th week in a row, Brock won rock, paper, scissors, earning himself first overall pick. This is a lot of pressure on this first pick because there are a lot of songs on the list.
I do feel confident with this pick. I'm going to go with Billy Idol. Hey, rubber ducky, get wet, get soaked, except that's not what we usually say.
Isn't it funny that this is the easy number one pick? Like, if you had not taken that song, it's the biggest fumbled bag in draft history.
It's an anthem, and I don't know where we all learned the hey, mother, like kind of thing, but everybody does it, and everybody gets fired up.
That's just it. It's the number one pick without thinking, but not for any part of the actual song.
Yeah.
The big highlight of this is what the people will say that was never intended.
I remember going to a wedding as a child, and that's how I learned that.
If you want something that's going to get people on the dance floor, obviously that is a good one. But my number one pick is also guaranteed to bring every generation out of their seats.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and down.
You gotta shout it. Everybody's gonna be, and the later in the night that you play it, the better, because people are gonna get a little tipsy.
Coming in at a number 2, I feel like this one you hear at every single wedding. I'm gonna go with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
No, keep going.
It's just a vibe, you know?
It is. It's one of those songs that even if you don't know the name of, everybody knows this song.
Yeah, it's a generational thing. It doesn't matter how old or young you are. You're out on the dance floor. Maybe, you got the flower girl going and everything, too. You got somebody's grandma busting a move, too.
Especially if your wedding is later in wedding season and you're actually close to September, it's a guaranteed funk jam. Well, that leaves me open. I actually thought this was going to be off the board by now, but I'm glad to be able to take this jam.
Just a small town girl.
Don't Stop Believing.
It's the slow burn. It's the slow burn of building up. Everybody is now at their tables singing along. And as we get the song coming into its culmination, everyone's going to flood the dance.
Just feel like there's always one person at the wedding that's like, she should have been mine when this song is playing.
Well, that's the best part. You can always tell who that is because they're the only one that didn't get up to dance.
Yeah. Good sing-along one for sure. Coming in at number 3, maybe this is just the generation that I grew up in, but I feel like I always hear this song at every wedding. And another one, that everybody gets going to, and it's the best when you look out and once again you see someone's gram and you're like, ow, ski.
Yeah. I'm just picturing the last couple weddings I've been to, and you're right.
To the windows, to the walls.
The windows to the walls.
Everybody's playing it, man.
Granny, your hip cannot handle the whole song. You gotta sit down.
Everybody loves Little John and the East Side Boys.
Damn, didn't even register to me, but that is a really good third
It's a
pick.
banger.
I'm gonna go with maybe something a little off the board. This is either maybe gonna win me the draft or lose me the draft. But you know what people love at a wedding?
What's that?
A song that gives you directions.
One hop this time. One hop this time.
Get the cha-cha slide going, and even if you've never heard it before, you're on the dance floor, you're hopping, you're sliding.
I didn't even think of any of the mandatory dance songs like
Absolutely.
that, the chicken dance, or the YMCA for that matter.
I debated all three of those, and in the end, I went with the one that I feel like is the least corny.
Yeah.
No offense to chicken dance enthusiasts out there, but you're going to win more people over with a cha-cha slide than you are with the YMCA in 2025, I feel.
Yeah.
So I'll do my three here. I've got Shout, specifically the Isley Brothers version, Don't Stop Believing from Journey, and of course the Cha-Cha Slide.
And not number one for my top wedding songs, I've got Monet Monet, Billy Idol, just for the fact that we all get to yell and swear at a wedding. Number two, Earth, Wind, and Fire was September. And in at number three, To the Windows, to the Walls, Little John and the East Side Boys with Get Low.
The Brock and Dobby Podcast.
I am very proud to announce this morning. Catching a W in the wedding song draft here this morning.
Closer than I expected, I'm not going to lie. I saw victory on the wall for you as soon as you took Moni Moni first overall.
We've actually got someone calling in right now. What did you think of the draft?
Okay, first of all, Brock, you win.
Hell yeah.
Second of all, where in the hell was the Macarena?
I will say another
That
one that I
played
didn't
at-
even think of, the dance songs.
That'll get you out on the floor even faster, or get everybody on the floor even faster than the cha-cha slide.
Although a weird song
Everybody
to play at a
knows
wedding, considering, isn't it technically about like cheating on your partner?
I have no idea what it's about. I just know that every wedding I've ever been to.
This is a man that doesn't ask questions. He just feels it.
We were at my cousin's wedding just a few weeks ago, and even like all the young kids know this one still. It
It's
actually almost kind of brought a tear to my eye.
Apparently, I am right on this. We should have had this on the quiz yesterday for cheating songs. It says the lyrics are about a woman cheating on her boyfriend with the encouragement of the singer.
Well, now that that's out in the open, because I've never looked into that.
Now it makes the kids dancing a little bit weird, doesn't it?
A little bit.
The Brock and Dobby Podcast.
I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago, we had the conversation of who would win in a hot dog eating contest / race, Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt.
Right, eating a hot dog, a Nathan's hot dog, followed by a 100-meter sprint, thus doing what these two men are the best in the world at.
Yeah, it was a conversation that broke out on the internet, and everyone was torn apart on who would actually win. Would Usain Bolt still be fast enough because Joey Chestnut could eat hot dogs faster than him? Well, some blogger online actually challenged Joey Chestnut to a race. Now, what they did was they won sausage each, and then they had to run a 100-meter dash afterwards.
There's so much about this that puts Joey in a bad light that I do not care for.
Joey Chestnut was able to win it and do it all in 31 seconds, which, after doing some Googling, Usain Bolt's record time for a 100-meter dash is 9.58 seconds. So if you think about it like this, Chestnut doesn't start running till the 10-second mark. Usain Bolt has 21 seconds to get everything done, basically.
Here's the problem, though. They didn't use a regulation hot dog for this competition. This is a full-on Costco-sized kielbasa sausage. I looked it up. It's almost a full pound heavier. It's longer. That's not Joey's official time for eating a hot dog. Also, they ran the race on a football field. That's not the right traction for a man of his stature.
Sure, but I'm just saying, if it takes if you want to see the video for yourself, text hot dog to 762-555. I'll send you. Joey Chestnut cannot run.
He's not fast.
He's got tree trunks for legs.
He
dude.
is not a fast man. He is not built for speed.
So my whole thing is, it doesn't matter really how fast Usain Bolt can eat the hot dog. It's how fast he can catch up afterwards.
No, but that's just it, is if it takes Joey Chestnut, which it did in this video, about 20 seconds to run that 100 meters, and then it took him 7 seconds to eat what's almost 2 Nathan's hot dogs. So you cut that in half.
Sure.
So now you're looking at 23 seconds. He's got to eat the hot dog in 15 seconds or less to try and catch up. And that's if he's running at his Olympic best, which was like 8 years ago, which I don't think he's capable of anymore.
I still feel like he could do it. I feel like it's the running that is really going to break it down. And once you see Joey Chestnut run, you'll understand what I'm talking about. That guy looks like he hasn't done anything physical in years.
It's not pretty. It's really bad.
It's not.
Nobody looks good while sprinting.
He runs like that weird kid in gym class, you know? The one that would wear corduroy pants for some reason.
His technique is not good. But the fact of the matter is he eats the hot dog so fast, because even in that video, the guy who he's racing, they're like, oh, he only beat him by a couple seconds. He didn't even finish the meet.
Sure. The guy who he's going up against, absolute loser.
No,
Like, they shouldn't even have been there, yeah.
The only thing that we can do now to take this is either make this event happen, or at the very least, even if they don't want to make it a full event, Usain Bolt has to eat a hot dog. We have to see Usain Bolt eat a hot dog at a high pace before we can even extrapolate these numbers.
That's such a suspect request to ask a grown man to do.
To go up to a world internationally famous track and field superstar, one of the greatest athletes of our time,
Olympians of all time, too.
and be like, hey, man, can you stuff this hot dog in your face as fast as possible?
Dude, go up to anyone and go, how fast do you think you could eat a hot dog?
Go up to a coworker today and do not start any small talk. Just the first words out of your mouth. Yo, how fast do you think you could eat a hot dog today?
The next conversation you're going to be having is with HR.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Did you see the trailer for the new Predator movie that's coming out this year?
Yeah, I did. It's weird. They're trying to make Predator like the good guy now.
Yeah, so this is what I found for the synopsis. The new movie is Predator Badlands. It's coming out in November. And it says, cast out from its clan, an alien hunter and an unlikely ally embark on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. And yeah, it's basically, in this movie, the Predator is this like cast out hunter trying to find its way back to his people, and it has to do that by taking down some unkillable alien monster.
And he's just like working with some like robot lady
With only half a body. Like, the whole thing seems weird. It looks really cool.
They
Like,
also gave him like dreadlock ponytails, which really bugs me.
it looks like Avatar.
Yeah.
Like where they plug the ponytails
Looks
into
like
the
he's in
flying
Jamiroquai or something.
things. It's just like, the whole thing feels weird because, like, I don't know about you, but growing up, Predator was one of like the biggest badass villains
For sure.
out of all of the movies of that genre. Like, Alien versus Predator was this huge thing of like, let's take these two horrible, evil monsters and pit them against each other to see who truly is the king of the bad guys. And it's like, now, am I supposed to cheer for him? Am I supposed to root for this guy? Am I on his team?
I know. I just feel like they kind of run out of ideas with that franchise.
That's probably fair. I mean, there's only so many things that you can have him do before you have to basically reinvent the wheel. But it's like this weird thing of, if you make your bad guy too cool, people start to idolize them. Like, even with, what's the comic book guy? The Punisher. Like, the Punisher is supposed to be, while he is like, he's an anti-hero. Like, you're not supposed to think what he's doing is cool and good. He's killing people. You're supposed to be like, that's a bad person.
Tell all the people with tattoos.
That's just it. And now what? Now are we gonna get tattoos of the Predator with his weird dread ponytails? And everybody's gonna be like, when I grow up, I want to be just like him.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to be scared of the Predator, not think you should be able to take him on. That's the thing.
And that's just like, there's no way. Like, there's no possibility in terms of like movie villains that I think I could survive. 0% chance. It's Predator, it's Alien, it's Freddy Krueger. I don't think I could mess with.
I mean, Predator, all you got to do is just cover yourself with mud and not do anything.
But are you really winning, or are you just hiding until he goes away?
I mean, that's half the battle of like any of these movies is just not being seen.
That's true. That's true. And then, yeah, you just like pray for a stalemate.
I think if there's any sort of like horror villain that I could survive, I want to say it'd be Ghostface from Scream, just because I don't answer my phone because that's half the battle.
True. And he's just a person? I don't know. There's like 9 movies I haven't seen.
I think the best answer, I think anybody could survive Chucky.
Oh, the little doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could just boot that little dude. I've never understood. Why don't you just throw him in a wood chipper? That's the end of the guy.
I've always had a lot of trouble watching Chucky movies. 1, because they're a little gory for my personal taste. And 2, for that exact reason. It's like, how are you dying to a childhood doll?
Things up to your shins. It's ridiculous how many kills he even gets. I mean, like I said, you could throw him in the wood chipper. You could kick him. You could burn him. You could shoot him. And also, if a 6-year-old could beat him in the movie... Like, come on, guys.
Not a good look for all the people that didn't make it.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it's probably Norman Bates, like from Psycho. He's held up as like this crazy horror movie killer. And it's like, he's just a dude with mommy issues.
Yeah, here's the thing. Don't stay at sketchy motels.
That's just it.
That's
right?
it.
And even if, like, I guess if he attacked me from behind, like, I'm maybe screwed. But, like, if we're facing each other, this is just a scrawny dude. I'm fairly certain I could overpower this guy.
No, you go on Expedia.ca, you look at the reviews of the hotels, and if you decide to stay there, you get what you paid for,
That's
in my
what you
opinion.
asked
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We've got friend of the show, Ray, on the phone. Ray, what horror villain do you think you could take on?
So I said Jason Voorhees because all you'd have to do is walk briskly because the guy never runs. Just walks slowly, but somehow manages to kill everyone.
Well, you're our resident horror expert. Does Jason run? Is he right?
He doesn't run, but he also, like, somehow just shows up as the thing.
He appears.
Yeah. He's like your kids. Like, you turn around and all of a sudden they're just there. Like, that's Jason Voorhees.
At the worst possible times.
I think if you really want to survive a Friday the 13th movie, the key rule is don't have sex.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know your sex life, how things are going with the missus right now, but if you're on a dry spell, you're doing good.
Yeah.
I defeated Jason Voorhees all through high school.
My favorite text that we got in here at 762-555 was from Jay. He says, I could probably defeat the girl from The Ring because who the hell watches VHS tapes anymore?
She's just condemned to some Goodwill store shelf somewhere, never to strike again.
Yeah.
I could buy the tape. I'd have nowhere to play. I, honest to God, in 2025, wouldn't have the first thought of where to go if I had to watch a VHS
If you're watching
tape.
a stranger's VHS tape, you did that to yourself, all right?
You've earned this tragedy.
I will say, you know, kind of going back to the Friday the 13th thing of, like, don't have sex, that is one of, like, the key rules in horror movies. There's, like, actually a list of rules to survive horror movies.
That have sort of been put together based on all the classics.
So don't have sex.
Yeah.
The classic is never say, I'll be back.
Right, because you won't.
Yeah, you're never going to be back. Listen to the kids. Right?
There are so many movies where the kids have seen something or they know something. And they're trying to warn the townsfolk or their parents or their aunts or their
uncles. Or if
uncles.
your kid's saying, like, do you hear that? Do you see that? Like, maybe pay attention to it. Never investigate a weird noise. Right? Don't split up ever is another big one.
Everybody splits up in these movies.
Also, if you're running, just keep running.
Right. Yeah, there's so many people that they look back or they stop running to see if they've made it. You're in the middle of the woods. Keep going.
And finally, don't trust the love interest.
Yeah. You're almost guaranteed to get betrayed.
I mean, sex and love, it's two of the most dangerous things in this world, honestly.
If you ever find yourself in that situation, stop and think, am I lovable? And if the answer is no, just keep running.
Have you ever been dating someone and been like, is this really worth it?
Am I going to keep my kiddies through all of this?
Something you got to think about before a Tinder date.
Is the
when
Brock
you're in
and
a
Dalby
horror movie.
Podcast.
Yes, it's time to get physical. We've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets for tonight's jackpot on the line.
It's a $29 million jackpot tonight. And also, when you buy Lotto Max in-store today, you get a separate Dream Draws ticket. So.
You know, yesterday we did grunts at the gym, and I was thinking another sound that you hear a lot at the gym is heavy breathing.
Yeah.
So we have got 3 heavy breathers on the line, and...
You got to stop. It's in my headphones.
Whoever does the best heavy breathing or creeps out Dolby the most will win $100 in Lotto Max tickets, all right?
Normally this contest, like I laugh a lot. I'm very excited. I'm just predicting like a lot of shivering today.
If you're not one of our breathers, that does mean you are a judge. So 762-555, let us know who does it the best.
Looking for some top quality mouth breathing today.
Yes, sir. All right, we go to line 1 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Man, it's your boy Skaggs. What's up, boys?
Hey, are you ready to get with us this morning?
Always, man.
All
Always
right.
love some physics.
So pretend that you just finished running on the treadmill. Give us some heavy breathing, the best you can, and we'll see if you creep out Dolby or not, okay?
All right.
I most definitely heard that on the treadmill
That
before.
was so good because you added so much more than just a heavy breathing.
The borderline heave in there?
Or
What?
that like just like
Hell yeah, boys.
the last little bit of moisture I have in my mouth. I need to get it in.
Well done.
Man, just cut caller 2 and 3. Give me the little ringy ding ding right now. You know what I mean?
I called a shot.
All right. Let's see what they got. Stay on hold, buddy. All right, that's Skaggs on line 1. Let's
That's
go to line
good.
2. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Darren.
Darren, are you ready to get with us this morning?
Yeah.
All right, Skaggs set the bar pretty high with the heavy breathing. Let's see what you got, man. Take it away. The smoker on the treadmill. Yes.
I don't know if anybody's heard a perfect circle count bodies like sheep to the rhythm of the war drums, but that is the sound of the bass line of that entire song. That's crazy.
Great job, Darren. Stay on hold, all right, buddy? Okay, all right. So 2 different heavy breathers there.
Both solid though.
762-555. Remember, you are a judge. Go to line 3 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's Tina.
Tina, are you ready to get with us this morning?
You know it.
Tina,
right.
were you just running around for this?
Are you spying on me?
I can hear it in your voice.
She's a little out of breath already. All
Hey, I
right.
want to make it authentic.
Hey, that's perfect. You know what we need. We need some heavy breathing here. Take it away,
Got it.
Tina.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. How's that?
It's good because it's the heavy breathing with also the like,
Oh my
why,
God.
why am I here?
Oh my
Why
gosh.
am I doing this to myself?
Oh, good job, Tina. All right, let's put you on hold for a second here. Weigh out the options, and a round of applause to all of our heavy breathers this morning.
As soon as we answered or picked Tina's lineup, I could hear I have so much respect for actually running around to try and live the bit.
In my opinion, it's between line 1 and line 3 here.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because listen, Tina did a great job, brought some authentic breathing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Skaggs also sounded like I have sounded exactly like that at the gym before.
Text line seems to be leaning more to line 3 here this morning.
I have no problem going with the masses. Tina is not a bad pick.
I think it was adding in the talking to yourself,
oh my God.
which is very relatable to everybody who's ever attempted to go for a run.
I just want to go home.
Tina it is. All right. Tina, are you still there?
I am.
Sounds like you've caught your breath a little bit more.
Oh, I have.
You get the ding and the round of applause and $100 in Lotto Max tickets for tonight's
That's
jackpot.
awesome. Thanks, guys.
If you do happen to win the big jackpot, you got some nickels and dimes for the fellas. And,
Oh, I think I have more than just some nickels and dimes.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. I was going to say pay for a gym membership, but screw that. Take us on vacation.
I was just about to say that.
The Brock and Dolby Podcast.
Send us a text! 762-555 right now. Ask a question. We'll try to reply. I'll read it on the radio. You can ask us anything that you want to right now. 762-555 is the number. Ask your questions right now. 762-555. Because it's time to text.
There it is. He saved it.
All right, let's get her going. 762-555. We got some good questions in here this morning. First one says, do bugs have a spouse, or do you think they're just freely hooking up all the time?
I think, and when I say this, I don't want people to think assumptions about me, but I think marriage and monogamy and all that stuff is a very human creation. I don't think, based on just what you see in like planet Earth, it doesn't really feel like it transfers over to animals.
I mean, I'm just saying, I've seen like 3 grasshoppers stacked on top of each other before.
Right.
I think they're having fun.
I think they're just doing their thing. They're worried about propagating the species, and that's about it. I don't think that they worry about, like, you've never seen 2 wasps go down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean.
Yeah, and especially ants. Like, I mean, they're kind of simps for like one ant.
Right.
But I think they all just party, you know?
But they're also all related.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
Hey, who are we to judge?
Every colony is the South.
If you dig deep around some of your bloodline, I'm sure you can find some cross-contamination. Curtis brought up an interesting thought here. He said, drowning pool song, let the bodies hit the floor.
Yes.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Love
and he
that
said
song.
the Weather Girls, It's Raining Men, is actually the same event, but from 2 different perspectives.
So bodies are falling from the sky.
In both situations.
And 2 different groups of people have decided to make songs about it in very different outlooks.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell who's having more fun, though. Like, I mean, obviously the It's Raining Men girls seem like they're like, all right, it's raining men. That's awesome. But also the drowning pool guys are like, yeah, let's see more bodies
I
fall.
think the Weather Girls is the initial of like, oh, wow, look at all these guys coming down from the sky. And then the drowning pool is the aftermath of like, oh, my God, this isn't good.
The Weather Girls stopped singing once the bodies started hitting the floor. And that's where the metal guys took over of like, this is awesome.
Yeah, something wrong with me. I was so excited about this. What's going on here, right?
You know what? I've never heard it, but now that's my headcanon.
Someone said, Dalby, do you have a favorite child? Be honest.
Yes. Not. That's it. I will not.
I was really hoping you were going to say
No,
a name.
absolutely not. My kids listen to the podcast. No, I've said this before. My favorite kid changes day to day. It's a what have you done for me lately situation. Because sometimes, like, my oldest is so whip smart and they'll do things or win awards or whatever, and I'll be super proud of them. Or sometimes my youngest is one of the funniest kids I've ever met. You've heard him tell jokes.
Yeah.
So, it goes back and forth. But I definitely do have a favorite at any given time.
When are you running for office? Because you should be a politician the way you bounced around that.
The problem is I can talk circles around an issue, but I don't actually know how to do anything about it.
Someone said, what Fantastic Four character would you like to be? I mean, I feel like we all know the answer.
You got to be the stretchy one.
You got to be the stretchy guy.
I mean, look at the options, right? I will say Invisible Girl's powers are like galaxy level. She's actually one of the strongest characters in Marvel.
Sure.
But the other alternatives are a guy who catches fire all the time or a big, giant, ugly rock monster.
Which, like, the rock one would just suck personally.
Yeah.
The flame guy, no one's going to want to hang out with you.
It's just imagine the last time you got frustrated trying to put together IKEA furniture, except now you're a fire hazard.
And I'm not even saying being the stretchy guy for the reason that you're thinking. Just imagine being on the couch and being like, I'm just going to go to the fridge, grab another beer real quick.
You ever been cuddling with somebody and you're like, oh man, I really need a drink, but I don't want to move and like ruin the moment.
Exactly.
And then you just
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
And
then also for the reasons that we're not saying.
I mean, never have to worry about a cold shower again. Am I right, brother?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
Let's see what he's got.
Good morning. Yeah, Edward. Monitory. Yep, monitory. 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 And it's giving warning.
Oh.
And, yeah. Well, I just like to see someone screw up or whatever. It's always good to give a warning. Yes. Anyways, that's just about it. Have a great one. Tears are up.
Monitory, giving or serving as a warning.
I thought he was saying monetary, as in like exchanging money. You know, like a monetary value of something.
I mean, if someone owes you money, sometimes you might give them a monitory.
That's true. That's true. Hey, man, just want to let you know that you owe me a monetary value, and I'm being monetary. Or sorry, you owe me a monetary value. I'm being monetary and letting you know if you like your kneecaps, you should pay me.
Although sometimes you hear someone giving a monetary and it really doesn't mean anything. Like when you go to the grocery store and you hear 1,
Yeah, that's the first thing
2, 3.
Parents, you gotta stop counting, because unless you're willing to get to 3 and shut it all down, you're just making yourself look weak to the kids.
Unless you're willing to go full drowning pool.
That's just it. Or it's raining men, depending on your perspective.
We came full circle on that. Monitory. Use it wherever you can, all right?
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.